Coming to you in 2, 3, 1, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. Going to hit you some music now. Get some music going. That's what we're here for. The Conference League final. I'm going to come to the chat, Maria. Coming to you soon. And anybody else that's joining in behind Maria. But big game coming up for Crystal Palace. I have got some stuff lined up for you. I really do. Let me just check online now with YouTube. Make sure everything's lining up. And also take in the proceedings there in Leipzig. Leipzig, yes. Leipzig, Deutschland. Beautiful place. I've been there. I have been there. Yes, things are looking good. And eventually I'm going to bring that sign on down, like in about 3 seconds, maybe 2 seconds, maybe 1 second. And there it is. Boom, it's gone. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing? Getting ready for final. What am I wearing? What am I wearing? Now, if anybody's out there looking at this shirt, I want you to tell me what year this is. So quickly, when you can, get into the online, go research, or if you know straight away, you're a Palace fan, you know straight away, because you're from South London, SC25. Yeah. Get out of Thornton Heath Station, just walk a little way, get to the ground. I've got some stories to tell you. But hey, welcome everybody. I'm going to open up the chat. Give me a second. Just 1 second. Got to move some stuff around. It always happens. You've got to move things around. So I'm just going to go to my docs. Bring up Le Chat. There's Le Chat in the box right now. It's coming through. Beautiful. I can see Crystal Disco Ball's in there too. I can see Maria's in there too. I can see a lot of people are in there. Good to see you. Good to see you. So it's so fun. It really is. It's so fun. I've got some things to do this weekend. The Champions League final match I can't broadcast on the weekend, guys. I've got to travel. The travel is taking over that watch along. So apologies for that. But you're going to have to go with the Champions League without me. But you Conference League, Champions Conference League, I'm with you. So Maria says, come on Palace. Come on Palace. Wrexham in Europe. That's the dream. Yes. I tell you, I've got some news for you, Maria. Keep watching. Rumour has it, or you've let it out the bag. Heard a rumour about Windass. Could be Ofsky. I'm going to answer that in a little bit. Kevin Babs, hello everyone. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Hello Maria. Hello Crystal Disco Ball. Hello Leonardo Baraviera. Greetings. Greetings, my friend. Greetings, Leonardo says. Kevin, see, the family works so good together. We all know and love and respect each other. And that's really what I love about this. It's just different. It's different class. It's different class. It really is. It's always fun. Kevin Babs says, go for it. Another classic shirt. There you go, my friend. Anybody know what year this is? And there's stories behind it. And what have I got in my hand? I have another Crystal Palace shirt. Look at that. Another Crystal Palace shirt. There's 2 Palace shirts in the studio. So what am I going to do? Well, I've got the first shirt on for the first half. This one is skin tight. So if you want me to change at halftime from the loose-fitting, very suave-looking, it's very neat shirt this is. TDK used to be big. There's a big, huge Palace fan, and Adidas. All day I dream about soccer. There you go. So, Crystal Disco Ball, Kevin Babs, another classic shirt. That is 1994. Well done, son. Well done, well done, well done. Crystal Disco Ball says, Crystal Palace is my premier team. Whoa! Until Wrexham arrives. Well. I'm learning stuff all the time. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We've all got links with Crystal Palace, and I do too. Time for storytelling, a little storytelling time. Stevie's got a storytelling time, but right now, you don't normally see me wearing a wristband, do you? No, you don't. I'll take it off real quick, and I hope you can see this. But this is a couple of years younger than me. I'm going to hold it there, see if you can read that. Can you read that? Can you read that? No, you probably can't. Hold on a second. World Cup 2006. It's a 2006 World Cup wristband. I'm going to keep the wristband on all the time through this World Cup till the end of the World Cup, because this is 20 years old. My wristband is 20 years old. 2006 World Cup, Deutschland. I was there, covering, doing it, having a great time, drinking lots of German beer as well. Let me bloody tell you, it was fantastic. Leonardo says, Stevie must have like 10,000 shirts. I've got a few. I do have a few. And over the years, I've always had people looking out for me to get shirts. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Now, without me waffling on too much, I do have some things lined up for you. Things I'm going to talk to you about in the game I'll talk to you about. Right now, I'm going to set you the rules, and it's tea time, baby. Just 1 second. I thought I had a lot. Kevin Babs is laughing. Literally, I got a wardrobe of shirts. I've got shirts from places you wouldn't think I got shirts from. One of my shirts that I've never worn on set is the Maltese national shirt. It's completely red. Stanley Matthews fame. But it's completely red from Malta. I've never worn it on the set. I wore it once in a TV studio, but that was it. So I got plenty of shirts, mate. Plenty of shirts. Plenty of shirts. That defeat against France in 2006 was the worst 7-1 ever. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell you, shocker. 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 For real. Yeah, absolutely. I get you. I know what you're saying. Going to give you the ground rules. If in case someone's joining in right now, welcome in. Lots of love, lots of respect. Get in the family. Join this family. Join this family. The people you see in that lineup there in the chat, they're the superstars, not me. We're all together. One big family. Happily rolling down the road through Wrexham season, through all games, and now a UEFA Conference League final, and soon it's going to be the World Cup final. But I'm just going to read off the rules and regulations, just in case you guys are thinking what's going to happen tonight, what's going to be if certain things happen. If we are into the match rules right now, duration, 90 minutes, 2 45-minute halves, as you know. Extra time, if the score is tied after 90 minutes, 2 15-minute periods of extra time will be played. Penalties, Elfmeterschießen. If penalties are required, because it's still tied after extra time, penalties will take place. The winner will be decided by a penalty shootout, and that will be that. So you'll have a winner between Rayo Vallecano, which is Thunder Vallecano, and Crystal Palace. Now, for a little story time, I'm going to check on the game, but I've got a story coming for you next. Me personal story to you personally. Let me just check what's going on in the ground. Just want to see what's happening here. Push that up. It says it's live, so it's got to be live. Make sure we got that switched off. We've got the clicker ready, and the sound is down. That's beautiful. That's down. That's down. Guy on TV needs to have a shave like me. I just had a shave about half an hour ago. Soft as a baby's bum. Absolutely soft as a baby's bum. Really, Kev? It's soft. Soft skin. For a softie. So, game is coming up. We got that in gear. I've got a little story for you. Why am I wearing this Crystal Palace shirt? Why do I have lots of shirts? Well, you've heard I've collected shirts all through the decades, and the older the better. So this here, yeah, it's not that new, is it? No. 1994 to now, 42 years. Yeah. Can you count? No, it's 32. I'm joking you. But this shirt here, now I've got family, you got family, we're family, but my big brother, Marco, he's always been a Crystal Palace fanatic. Even in the days when Crystal Palace was not fashionable. We're talking in the 1970s. And I remember one big game in the 1970s at Selhurst Park. I wasn't there, but Marco was. It was a packed arena at Selhurst Park. It was against Burnley, and the winner went up, and Palace won that match and went up. They didn't stay up. They were yo-yoing for a few years, but now they've become a certified, bona fide EPL club. Now to the story. I didn't always live in London for very long, and I didn't always live with my brother. That might tell you something. Broken home. One went one way, one went the other way. I went with my dad, he went with my mum. Big deal. No problem. We both saw each other all the time, visited each other all the time, and grew up quite happily. No problems. When your parents don't get along, your kids do, right? And we did. My big brother put me right there. He put me right there. A couple of years older than me, but he put me right there. He looked after me. He even punched me in the head when I needed it, when I was being a cheeky shit. Not violently, but a little bit of a slap just to put you in your place, younger brother. But he would buy things for me because he was a working man and I was still a kid in school. So that's the age difference. But he bought this shirt for me all those years ago. It's in perfect condition. My big brother meant so much to me, or does mean so much to me, that I looked after this every single day. Everywhere I went around the world, even in the army, this Palace shirt went with me. I was not what you would say a bona fide Crystal Palace fan. Not at all. But an allegiance to the team through my brother, yeah? We got 4 minutes to kick off. This will lead us nicely into this. But he would buy me a shirt once in a while, and the other shirt you saw, he also bought that too. So if you want to see me in a skin-tight Crystal Palace shirt, because I tell you what, that is skin tight on me. I had it on yesterday. It fits, looks good, but it's skin tight. This one's the loose fit, like the EPL or the Premier League shirts were back in the day. Loose fit, now they're all tight. But anyway, that's the story. My allegiance to Crystal Palace with Mark, my brother, him buying me shirts, taking me to games, took me to away games as well, especially down at Brighton and a few other places. So it was a fun thing growing up, not being a Palace fan, but going on the road with Palace fans. They were great guys. I know them all till this day. We got in some scrapes and fights as well with other fans. Not that I wanted to, but it happened. Anyway, that's why I'm wearing the Palace. I say, good luck, Crystal Palace. Buona suerte. Vallecano. Good luck, Rayo Vallecano. And if you don't know Rayo is Thunder. Thunder Vallecano. So Rayo, Thunder, Vallecano. Into the chat, and I'm going to bring up the game here real soon. Just one more time. Going to go into your lineups quickly. We got 3 minutes to kick off. 3 minutes before their big game comes up. And we're watching the guys coming out on the field right now, getting ready to be presented to the crowd. Nice crowd. I'm looking at Munoz there. The team for Crystal Palace, Henderson in net, Munoz, Riyad, Lacroix, Canvot, Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be busy. Wharton has to pick it up today. Kamara, Pino, Sarr, and Mateta. And if you remember, Maria, Wrexham were apparently looking at Mateta at the end of the season. It's going to be a lot of money to get him to come to Wrexham. But if he does, he does. On the bench, Benitez, Matthews, Lama, Johnson, Klein, Hughes, Strand Larson, Sosa, Richards, Crescent, Denveni, and Cardenas. A couple of other things I want to tell you about, as we will. Rayo Vallecano in goal. Augusto Batalla. There's the two coaches meeting up. Augusto Batalla, Andre, Pep Xavier, Pathesis, Isse, Alemão, Unai Lopez, Alvaro, De Frutos, Oscar V, and Lejeune. That's your team for Rayo Vallecano. Just let me say this much. Vallecano is not a team to be messed around with. They can hurt you. They really can hurt you. There's no away goals rule on this one. This does not apply in a single match. Substitutions might interest you. Substitutions. Maximum of 5 substitutions with a 6th substitution allowed in extra time. Teams get a maximum of 3 substitution opportunities plus 1 in extra time. Up to 12 named substitutes on the bench. 12 subs on the bench. I remember the day, so do you, and a few others, with 1 substitute. There were times when there was no substitute. How about that? Amazing where the games come from. Yes. So back into the chat. The game's on. We've got it ready. Loving it that you're there. Thank you for being here. It's so much fun when you are. It really is. I love every minute of this. And Crystal, keep me on my toes with the scoreboard. Can't mess up now. I did some great work while you were having fun. Now you're back in the job. It's yours. I'll back you up. Referee's there in beautiful yellow. Henderson, the captain for the night. Let's see where this goes. Henderson's going to be busy. Batalla's going to be busy for Rayo Vallecano. There's your referee. Macho Di Bello, Daniel Schiffi, Ivan Bishak. A no-nonsense refereeing team, but you tell you what, the guy does a decent job. He'll do a decent job. The referee won't do a bad job at all. These guys look like they want to have fun. They look like they want to add to the occasion. Get your coffee cups filled. Tea time for me, baby. There's Augusto Baletal. Palace will be busy tonight, that's for sure. Palace will be busy tonight. I can expect Palace to be very busy. Up front, not in defence. I think Palace will be the team to push the affair. But Rayo Vallecano, it's an interesting team. It really is an interesting team. Small club. Not what you say to be expected to be in a final, but good luck to him. Mesmeteta on the board right now. Looking like he's got a skin-tight jersey on, like Stevie's going to have in the second half. If you want me to change shirts at half-time, you let me know. Beautiful stadium there. Look at that stadium in Leipzig. Leipzig, Deutschland. And you got to say Leipzig. You don't say Leipzig. If you're an East German, Ostdeutscher, East German, Ostdeutscher, you must say Leipzig. Leipzig. Then you'll sound like a perfect East German. And I'll tell you now, East Germans are not West Germans. I know it's a unified Germany, but I tell you now, East Germans are not West Germans. They're proud East Germans. Believe that. Look what's happening on the political scene in Germany. AfD, AFD and the rest of it. There's a big difference between East Germany and West Germany. Game is on. The smoke is in the air. Beautiful stadium. Let's see where we go. Maria, Josh Windass, that little nugget I was talking to you about, it seems Josh is going to stick around. He's more focused on the 3-year. The game is live. Palace are going. And here we go. Ball deep into Vallecano's end. Headed through and cleared away. Great scenes in the crowd as well. I'm expecting to see both sets of banners furling with both sets of ultras before the match. Rayo Vallecano fans and Crystal Palace fans march to the stadium with the banners, fans behind. Great scenes. I tell you what, goodwill final. I tell you, Munoz with the ball now. He can score goals. He can set things up. He can be a real pain down that wing. Vallecano, beware. God, I'm happy to be here with you. I totally am. This is fantastic. Ball into the box, headed out, going for a goal kick. Well done, referee. Sharp, sharp, sharp. You're going to be busy tonight. But necessarily, I say this, necessarily, Palace slight favourite, but it's not a guarantee they're going to win this. Not a guarantee they're going to win this at all. Into the chat, Lina Barvera. That defeat against France 2-6 was 7-1, was the worst ever for real. Kevin Babs, score prediction. 4-0. Emphatic tonight. He's looking for Palace 4, Vallecano 0. I'd love a 2-1 and have it be a squeaky bum time right till the final 90 minutes. Maybe a 2-2 tire, take it to extra time, get us into penalty kicks. You never know. Unusual. I like it to go long. Who doesn't? Again, Palace now early days with Vallecano. 1:30, coming up for 2 minutes. Nothing really said and done. Things are still happy. No one scored a goal. Kevin, Crystal Discable says, I like Kevin's prediction. I do too, Kevin. I do too. I'm going to go one or two things because the game hasn't set up. Vallecano's not a team that's really... how should I break this down? Both teams in the season have similar records. Very similar. Very similar. Vallecano, I tell you what, and Palace, 15th and 8th, respectively, in their leagues. Crystal Palace finished 15th in the Premier League. Didn't win in the last 5 matches in the league. Form coming into this final, not the greatest. Rayo Vallecano, great form coming in to this final. 3 wins, 2 draws. 7 scored, 4 against, +3. Very tight unit. But is La Liga a conference final? The main thing for Vallecano is to stay on the ball, be on the ball, and be brave. Palace, yes, I say Palace have the advantage here. But again, big teams sometimes lose matches. But Vallecano, 12, 14, and 12 in the league this season, finishing in 8th. Last win was against Alaves on the road, 1-0 at Alaves. And a team that scores from all around, let's face it, team from scores all around. Mateta now going forward with the ball, strikingly long legs, pushing forward, doesn't get the pass off, slightly relaxed, maybe too relaxed on the pass, but certainly a chance. We got a man down for Vallecano in the box, just getting up. But it's the Spanish trickery that's going to win this match for Vallecano, if at all. They know how to break you down. They know how to play the ball. Very skillful bunch of players. Free kick coming up one more time. It's getting physical out there. But Vallecano's got to stay on the ball. They've got to be in the game, and they've got to own their destiny. They cannot be overawed or overrun by Palace. And right now, Palace setting up. You can see the danger signs right now. Bit of a harsh call. But eventually, Palace coach is appeased. He gets the call. Now, this is a beautiful position. Which way are you going, everybody? You shooting left or you shooting right? I want to see from in front of the wall one more time, but I've got a hunch that it probably should be going to the keeper's right, where he's pointing. It should be going to the keeper's right, where he's pointing. It's a long way out. It's about 33 yards, 32 yards out, but if you wrap your foot around it and really whip it, but it looks like he's crossing. He's not shooting, he's crossing. Little delicate chip in the box, headed wide, And tell you what, I don't even understand why you want to play that kind of play. Didn't really bring anything. Palace now with the ball out wide, crossing into the box, and goes all the way through. It's looking a little shaky at the back for Vallecano, but so far they're doing okay. Healy family, how you doing, Healy family? Good evening. Come on, Rayo Vallecano. Up the Vallecano. Crystal Disco Ball giving it the thumbs up to Healy family. Vallecano till I die. Vallecano till I die. He's Vallecano till he dies. He's a Thunderman. Kevin Babs, I'd like to see a close game. Not sure it will be, though. Munoz now, wearing the fitting number 2 shirt. He's dangerous. Munoz can go both sides. Very active. I like the guy. And he's feisty. He'll get in your face. Long throw into the box on the edge of the penalty area. Pushed into the middle. Not the best opportunity there for Vallecano, but Palace on the ball, picking up possession, going down the left side, just inside the box, and it's called down. De Frutos claiming the offside or the foul for a handball, maybe. There's a few Palace fans. Do you recognise anybody in that crowd? And I'm sure by looking in the crowd, there's a South American fan in there. Because the way he was cheering, he looked so South American. Or maybe, it's a Vallecano fan in the Palace end. You never know. And that wouldn't be a problem. Walking down the Holmesdale Road to see the Palace Aces. Whoa, me lads, you should have seen us coming. Everywhere was red and blue and everyone was running. All me lads and lasses, all your smiling faces. Walking down the Holmesdale Road to see the Palace Aces. There you go. All the way from Sellers Park. And they sung that when I was a kid, all those years ago. I remember the song and a few others that are not so cool and nice. Especially Who's Your Father, Leo. Vallecano operating down the left wing. It's all so tight. They have no space. The big EPL team is all over them. The team for La Liga facing the pressure, but so far so good. Stay in the game. 7 minutes gone right now. You're going to see a lot of ball changing, a lot of passing all over the place. Plays that don't make sense to go up and down the field, but plays that really do make sense to keep control of possession. Confidence is the big thing for Vallecano tonight. Like I say, goals from all around. Ball coming in. Henderson, nice grab. He's going to have to be on his game tonight. Henderson either is hot or he's not. There's no difference. No in-betweenies. He's either hot or he's not. And that's what I say. So remember, 90 minutes, then extra time, itchy ear, then penalty kicks. And the singing starts, says Leo. The singing host. Yes, the singing host. Vallecano, though, I've got to tell you, I'm impressed with how they're literally supporting each other man-to-man on the defensive game, reading the plays and coming up with the balls. I think that at the end of the day, Vallecano is going to be a very tired bunch of players, and that those 12 substitutions, although you can't use all 12, they wish they probably could. What say you? Palace now working the ball through midfield, coming away with it, moving up front, and again intercepted beautifully. Vallecano picking them off, but all for naught. Referee calls a free kick against Thunder. Wharton getting an active part of duty here, but taken out lately. Rather lately, but nothing terrible. Nothing serious, no injury. Vallecano coach stunned. Can't believe that that's a free kick. But it is. It is. There you go. The Palace fans are singing that song I just sung you. Walking down the Holmesdale Road to see the Palace Aces. The Palace Aces. A song that is sung by many clubs, but that one just for Crystal Palace. Big rivals for Palace. Brighton. Shot coming in, blocked again. Palace working the ball to the right side, down the wing, back heel into the box. Takes it down beautifully, shoots on net, blocked. Keeper comes up and grabs. Sarr not really wrapping his foot around it, but hey, come on, Palace fans, it's early days. Batalla with the ball. Augusto, Batalla. Big man, very big man. In the semi-finals, Palace took on Shakhtar Donetsk. Beat Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1 away and 2-1 at home for a 5-2 aggregate. Rayo Vallecano, they took on Strasbourg, winning 1-0, 1-0 for 2-0 all total. That's how they go through the semi-finals. Strasbourg fell by the wayside for Rayo Vallecano. And Shakhtar Donetsk fell by the wayside for Crystal Palace. Two very tight matches for both clubs. Ball going long, he will make it. Well intercepted one more time. Palace seem a little bit faster to the battle. The one-on-ones, free kick coming up. No free kick, should have been. I think the referee's missing one there. He's looking behind him. I think he misses that. Vallecano going with speed down left side. Beautiful speed, but that's going to go too far. They will keep the ball in possession. In the corner. Does he cross it straight back? Keeps possession. Down the line. Looking for the cross. Out swinging, in swinging. Easy gather. Easy gather for keeper Henderson. Too close to the 6-yard box. It should have been closer to the penalty spot, giving the forwards a bit of time, space to maybe get something on net. Man down again. Jeremy's got something with his ankle, but he seems okay. Palace down the line. Over halfway. And a ball to nowhere. 10:47. Vallecano coming into the match. Must be feeling a lot better now. Confidence is everything, especially when he's playing a big team. And again, remember, like, subscribe, join the family, get the numbers building for the World Cup. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. It really is coming soon. I got so much built for the World Cup, and I'm going to enjoy it. I really am. Down the right side now, Vallecano, keeping possession. And the way for Vallecano to win this game is starve Crystal Palace of the ball and steal the game. Maybe a 1-0, maybe a 2-1. It's difficult to see Vallecano getting 2 goals today. Not an impossibility, but they're going to sap Palace of the ball. Keep possession, as you can see. Opening up Palace, bringing Palace further down the field. You got all 2 lines in Vallecano's half, just a defence right now for Palace at the back. Smart tactics by Vallecano, pushing Palace all the way forward. Tea time, and I need one. Woo! Where's the free kick for linesman? Deliberate elbow there. Where's the free kick? Linesman. Beautiful ball over the top. I think it's just a little too long, as it is. Just a little too long. Vallecano's outfit, the shirt, reminds me of Peru. Great class fans from Vallecano. Do you know that it's said that at Vallecano's stadium, they don't even have running water in the washrooms? Not one of your biggest clubs. Reading that online. Palace now in midfield. Wharton with the ball. Very active so far. Urging the ball to go forward. Does want the ball back in space, but doesn't get it. Swift pass onto the left wing now. Kamada with the ball. Goes down to the left. Great scenes here inside Leipzig. Leipzig, East Deutschland, Ost Deutschland. Ball over the top to the right wing. Is he going to make it? Defender goes down at the worst possible time, but it gets lucky. Battle in the corner, and he's down. Should be a free kick there. Should be a free kick there, and possibly a little bit of something afterwards. Depends what the linesman says. Munoz says it's okay, no problem. Have another look, see what you think. Goes to put his foot on the ball. Well, I tell you what, I want to see that again. I want to see that again. You're in agony like that? Referee and linesman say nothing doing. I couldn't see too much contact, but maybe a cleat just on the edge of his ankle. That can be a little hard. Munoz with a throw-in into the box. Goes further, goes long, goes out. Goes to the corner. More pressure for Palace in front of Vallecano fans. Oscar Alemão. Batalla talking it up. Oscar. Or Oscar. You can say it either way. And I know, there's a lot of different speakers out there, different nations. Anybody ever has a tip for me, you let me know. Because you know what? Critique is something I can take. A lot of people can't, A lot of people get a little bit pissed off when you start critiquing. I sent a business letter to a football club yesterday, Cavalry FC in Calgary. And they got a little bit sad with my situation where I was asking for more tickets than they thought I was allowed. I said, well, keep all the tickets then. Save yourself any money. Ball coming in now. Wharton with the corner. Needs to go far post. Goes into the middle. Headed away. Free kick coming back. The clutching and the grabbing, literally for my take, it's getting to the stupid stage. It really is. Once in a while you see a referee call it, and 99.9% you see nothing called. I think that what they need to do if they want to get it out of the game is start from the start of next season, and if you grab someone, you get a red card in the box. The sooner they start putting red cards out for clutching and grabbing to start to sort it out, they will. You have the carding system to fix the problem. Now fix it. Great play in defence there by Palace. Moving forward now. Out of defence. Moving forward. Another man down. Offside call has to be called. Still alive. Still alive. Now he can play that live. Coming in the box. Very clever. Very smart. Very Spanish. They know how to manipulate the game. Great play by Vallecano. Referee doesn't whistle it down. They play it cleverly. Stay on side. Referee's having a bit of a word. Referee doesn't like being told he's wrong, but hey, you know what? If he is, he is. If he's not, he's not. It doesn't matter. A little bit excited there by the referee. Let's see what comes on down. Yeah, we'll bring that one too. Vallecano till I die, says Healy family. Hopefully you get the win. I care less who wins. I'm wearing a Palace shirt. I told you before, I'm not a Palace fan. The Palace shirt came from my brother to me as he was taking me to games home and away in South London, SE25, when I was a little boy. I have a soft spot for Palace, but anybody can win a game of football. No? And if Vallecano deserves to win, they deserve to win. And right now, I've got to say, with the build-up of play, the Vallecano in white, they're getting on the ball. They're starting to get confident. They're starting to play it around. They're going to start dictating their destiny. Early 5 minutes, Palace were pushing it. Now we're closing up to 20 minutes. Vallecano, foot on the ball, looking around, dictating the match. No Crystal Palace press moving on in. Pretty static walking. And you know what I think about walking in a match, guys? The team that walks, walks to a loss. The team that runs is running to victory. Oh, tea time, baby. That's fantastic. The cups and the mugs are coming. Start of Wrexham season. The swag will be there. I'm going to a meeting this weekend for the swag. No, I'm not doing it online. I'm doing it local. Yep. Some of my Italian friends, Italiano. Some of my Italian friends, they got printing shops. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get some stuff by Italians. Because the Italians are not at the World Cup, so they need some money. Because they got to get working. Because there's nothing happening, yeah? And then before that, this weekend, I'm going to go to Canada and Uzbekistan football match at Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton. 1,100 Ks I'm travelling. Get there. And I'll be talking to Italians again. I'm going to go to a restaurant called Sorrentino's in Italy, Little Italy, in Edmonton. I know a lot of Italians in Italy and in Edmonton. Good people, good people. So I'm doing a lot of Italian stuff this weekend. Lots of Italian food. Moving up, going to the game. So look for a video after this weekend from Canada and Uzbekistan, how Stevie goes away from home on a football trip. I'm going to show you everything I can. But there's video coming. Stevie goes to Canada versus Uzbekistan football match. It's going to be fun. And after that, I'll be doing a few watch-alongs. Again, the Champions League final. I can't watch or do the Champions League final, guys. I've got to travel. I do say sorry. I was wanting to do that, but I've got to travel. Travel constraints have made it. Ball coming in the middle. And again, Palace intercepting ball over the top. That's a fine ball running into space. He's not going to make it. Oh, he does make it. And I tell you what, very dangerous. Definitely yellow. Definitely yellow, but is it this? Is it this? It's yellow now. It's yellow now. It's yellow now. But I tell you what, that needs to go to VAR. It's yellow. It's yellow. Rosso, cello, blu. Rosso, cello, blu. It's cello, cello, cello. Italiano, cello, cello, cello. Ball over the top. Is it going to be a red? Take a second look. Well, he doesn't get any of the ball. He gets no ball and collides in. He gets none of the ball and collides in. If they're going to look at this like in the cheat league and the EPL, he's off. I don't think he is, but I'm just saying there's more to that than a yellow. And last man on the line. And this referee likes to be angry. Instead of staying calm in the moments, he likes to be angry. He's going to make a hard call here soon. But then again, another free kick. 20 minutes gone, nothing happening. Enjoy it, Stevie. Love a good away day. Yes, mate, yes, yes. Ball in the top. Dangerous, dangerous, I tell you. Kept in play. On the edge of the box, Palace coming up with the ball. But that was a dangerous, in-swinging, curling cross. Nearly finding the marker. And this is what drives me absolutely freaking crazy. When a defender at the halfway line turns around and spins it to the keeper. Put the ball back in the mix. What the hell are you doing? It's called pressure. Pressure the ball. Kicking it to the keeper when there's nobody on you. Absolute asinine. Sorry, but it's asinine. Keeper must come. And does so well. Great play by Batalla. Using the box, reading the play brilliantly. That's what you need a keeper to do. That's what you need your keeper to do, is read the play. Be brave, be active, and go in there and get that ball. Brilliant keeping by Batalla. And I tell you now, Vallecano coming into the game. Onside. And that's given away for a corner. Pressure's coming. As you can see, Vallecano's building into the game, into the match, roaming all over the pitch. They're gaining confidence. Andre and crew are gaining confidence. I'm telling you now. Palace haven't really hit the ground running. They've done the generics, but they haven't hit the ground running. Vallecano are coming into this match. Kevin Babs, enjoy it, Stevie. Love a good away day. Me too, mate. Me too. I'm going to get to tick off a few new stadium visits next season, being it League One. Ball through. Nothing doing. Someone needs to get on the end of that. Free kick? No, sir. Should be a Oh, I tell you, that's a little bit tough on him. Another yellow card. Wow. Let's have a look at that one. Does he get ball? That's that trailing foot that gets the card. Not that one. That one. Yep. Okay. Fair dues. You're chipping at the ankles. And Mr. Duracell is going absolutely bazonkers. He's full of power. But EC, yeah, Balazon in the book. 0-0, 23 minutes. Nothing from this match has excited the fans yet. Nothing has excited the fans yet. But if Palace don't start dominating the match, Vallecano's coming into this. And once Vallecano get the lead, it's going to be tricky to break them down, Palace. Henderson, there where he shouldn't be. Headed over the top one more time. Head tennis into Vallecano's zone. Vallecano coming up with the ball. Playing a very smart match, I've got to tell you. Vallecano playing a very clever match. Totally clever match. And if you're from Blackpool area, Maria and crew, I heard there's a lot of political canvassing going on in your neighbourhood. And people are happy with it. What can you tell me, Maria? Ball down the line now. Vallecano into space. Moving into space. Another cross in the box. It's on target. Oh, I tell you. If he doesn't know that's coming, I tell you, Alamau right now thinks that ball's going to be blocked and reacts at the last split second. Very unlucky. That could have been one. Watch his reaction. In the middle, the ball comes over. He doesn't react smoothly. He's thinking the defender's got it, and it's a last chip. But he does get something off it. Henderson was beaten, and if that does go in, it's 1-0. Vallecano coming into the match. Yes, it was that close. One thing I will say is Palace, if they like to tic-tac-toe around the defensive area moving forward, Vallecano will eat them alive. They got all the skill players they need to negate that. And they don't need to bring a crazy press, just like you're watching here. You got players that can read the plays, experienced footballers, know the nuances, know where to be, know where to stand, know where to go. The flight of the ball, the pace of the ball, the speed of the ball, the touch. They've got it all working right now. And they're getting on top of Palace with every one-on-one, with every battle, with every second ball winning. And Vallecano fans are up, having a great time cheering their heroes on right now. They started slow, but now they've come into the match. 25 minutes gone. It's really even Stevens. Very much even Stevens. Yeah, I tell you what, Kevin, you're going to be able to tick off a few stadiums this year. West Ham, that's 1. Molineux, that's 2. Burnley, that's 3. And Jay Rodriguez is not with Wrexham any longer. He's left the club. What do you think about that? But yes, new stadiums coming through. Palace breaking through the middle now. Needs to go down the right side. Taking his time. Doesn't get the pass off. And literally, the play fizzles out to nothing. If Palace think they're going to walk through Vallecano, they need another thing coming. Great cross in there, far post, well headed up, free kick referee, and have a word about that. That's total physical play. Not even close to the ball. Not even close to the ball. This shot just going past the post. It makes you think if he was knowing it was coming through, he'd have got more on it and it'd have gone in the net. And he knows that's a massive chance. Massive chance. And I'm talking about those clubs you're going to be visiting next year, Kevin. All those fans at the Kairas, the Wrexham ground. You'll have fans coming in from other grounds too that haven't ever been there per se in a long, long time. West Ham being one of them. And are you happy that West Ham went down or Tottenham? That's another thing. But right now, 27 minutes gone. Ball over the top, nothing doing. I got a feeling this is going to go long, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Shiraz, your Chianti, your wine, your coffee, your tea, baby. Whatever you're drinking, enjoy it. So if you're at work, keep your head down. I'll keep you going. 0-0 so far, 27 minutes gone. Munoz with the throw-in deep in his own half. Gets the throw off. Again, there's no space in this match now. You've got to credit Vallecano for coming into the game and making a match of this. The first couple of minutes looked like Palace were going to overpower, but they haven't. And for the neutral, that's what we want to see. Kevin says, I've already been to Turf Moor and Molineux in the past. West Ham Stadium, I won't visit a modern soulless bowl. I so agree with you. That looks like a gorgeous Olympic stadium. But how far away do we want to sit from the action? Right now, this Leipzig stadium, with you right on the sideline. Sheffield Wednesday, you're right on the sideline. Wrexham, you're right on the sideline. You want to be right close to the action, no? So these Olympic stadiums, like Molineux doesn't have that. They've got by the turf, so that's going to be nice. Burnley's by the turf, that's going to be nice. But again, West Ham, you're so far from the play. It's like an Olympic arena. It is an Olympic arena. That's not a football ground. That arena was built for other purposes. Concerts, all sorts of things. It's not a football ground. Football ground, you've got to be right close to the turf. And these modern soulless bowls, I love what you say there, Kev. Vallecano going down the right wing now. 2-on-1. Still with the ball. Very clever. Ball still in play. Palace in possession. Soulless bowl. I see a lot of clubs spend a lot of money on these generic looking, all look very similar, not the same, but look very similar. The only difference is the colour of the seats. And hey, if the bleach and the dye, in the seats, if the dye in the seats is not the best, it'll bleach pink like Wembley. Wembley, to me, the old site, The original Wembley is still in here. Still in here. But that new soulless bowl of Wembley does nothing for me. Nothing. The event, yes. If it's an FA Cup final, a League Cup final, you may say Caribou, I say League Cup. If it's a Champions League final or any big final, or for that matter, an international match, yes, the event makes the venue work, definitely. But the venue itself, I think it was cheap that they put that together. You look at the seats dying and other things that have gone wrong with that stadium that they've had to renew over the years. I'm not a fan of the Wembley Stadium, not at all. I was lucky enough to get in the original building a few times, and that made you feel that big. You felt like you were in the shrine of shrines, the absolute shrine of football. Ball over the top, not the right play forward, and easily dealt with again by Vallecano in possession. Looking good in possession, picking their passes, being adventurous, getting physical. Like that. Winning the tackle, ball over the top. Is he going to win the race? Unfortunately, he doesn't, but he's in there trying to get that tackle in. Vallecano, if you watch their players looking left and right to see where they can be to help each other. Help each other. And again, free kick for Palace. 31 minutes gone. Nothing doing. Palace 0, Rayo Vallecano 0. Okay, for Leonardo, we got a score song coming up. Leonardo wants the score song. I'm going to sing the score song and have to wet the vocal cords. Oh, mate, that is a great cup of tea. Whoever put that together is a bloody champion. Great cup of tea. Okay, we've got no goals, so we're going to have to sing a little song while we've got a man down. He's clutching the grass. He's got a little owie going on. Looks like he's got a bit of a scrape on his shin there as well. Coach wants a word with Mr. Wharton. Wharton, the playmaker with Palace at the moment. Kevin says, I'm looking forward to going to Stevenage, Bromley and Stockport. Never been to those grounds. Interesting, yes. And well done, Stockport, for making the jump, hey? Yeah. Playoff final winners. And Bolton Wanderers won their playoff final too. Interesting times. So the score song is coming for us now. For Andre and the Frutos, for Mateta, all the guys, all the crowd, all the family. It goes like this. Score, come on, score. Once you get one, you'll get more. We'll sing you at Assembly when we get to Wembley. So come on, you Palace, and score. Score, come on, score. Once you get one, you'll get more. We'll sing you at Assembly when we get to Wembley. Come on, Vallecano, and score. There you go. Both teams get a sing-song. Both teams are in the final. 0-0 so far. I'm down the middle. I'm wearing a Palace shirt, but I'm down the middle. I don't mind who wins this one. Referee's running across now to the other side of the field with the ball to restart the game. And I tell you what do you think about the writing on the back of the referee's shirts? It says, be a referee. What do you think about that? Do you think referees should have advertising referees on the backs of referees? Seems a little, I don't know, little odd. But be a referee. Ball down the middle. That's a great ball. Mateta looking for it. The long legs striding, getting there. Keeping it in play. But again, for all the possession Palace have had, they've built nothing. Free kick coming up. No free kick. I tell you what, as the referee's losing the plot here slowly. He's missed a few free kicks and he's made a few great calls. He's not really having his best day. And that should be a goal kick. A linesman got it right. Well done, linesman. Goal kick. I think second half's going to be very interesting. First half has been a bit of a tic-tac-toe, mouse affair, chess match, call it what you want. Nobody's dominated it completely. Palace started bright early. Vallecano have come into the game ever since. So far, Crystal Disco Ball and myself have had nothing to do with the scoreboard. Nothing to do at all. Got a couple of international watch-alongs coming up that will take place. After I finish going to Edmonton for the Canada-Uzbekistan international match, which I've got major seats, I'll show you the seats I've got when I get there. Batala's down. Batala's down, or now he's up. Somebody's got a laser or something. Maybe someone's got a laser or something in the crowd. They're looking at something. But is that really a reason to be stopping the game? You've got security in the stadium. Let them deal with that. You deal with the game. Be a referee. Would you be a referee? Would you be a referee? With the be a referee on the back of the shirt, I can understand they're trying to promote people to become referees worldwide, but referees worldwide at the grassroots level, literally, people are walking away from refereeing because of the abuse. You do a kid's game, the parents abuse you. You do a man's game, everybody abuse you. Do a woman's game, you get abuse as well. Referees get abused all the time. So that promotion on the back of the shirt, be a referee, is trying to get more people to come and be a referee. Would you be a referee? Where do you go, Crystal? We are waiting for something to happen. But it's not happening. Nothing's happening so far. Let's see what happens next. "36 minutes, don't forget, we're going to have a late finish. Time's going to be tacked on at the end of the first half. But again, nothing really getting people out of their chairs. We need a goal in this match. We need a goal in this match. And we nearly had one. But we need a goal in this match to set it on fire. Again, those scenes there, Vallecano fans, that reminds me, crazy scenes, that reminds me of the 1978 World Cup. Peru in the 78 World Cup, and the 78 World Cup was in Argentina. Oh yeah. Probably the best ever World Cup that was ever played. 1978 in Argentina. And the ticker tape that came down from the bowls. Oh yes. That was the World Cup that I grew into my face. Grew up from a little boy into a big boy. Oh yeah. Yes. Crystal Disco Ball says, "Come on, Palace." Red heart, blue heart. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is it going to be just that one goal, though? I mean, it could be just that one goal. You never know. You never know. Palace's season on the season, 11, 12, and 15. 15 losses on this season. Only 11 wins. Only 11 wins all season. Due to medical emergency? Oh, it was a medical emergency. Okay, that's what it was. Medical emergency. That's another one of them things, and I'm going to say it, and if you don't like what I'm going to say right now, close your ears, but keep them open. You might really learn something. In all the years I've been watching football at football matches, never once in my younger days, never once before, say, 2020, that's what I will say, did I see so many people flaking, having medical situations at football matches. It's becoming too, what would you say, too regular. Shot on the goal. Oh, he should have took the one time at the edge of the box. Shot coming in and just past the post. Tell you, Dean Henderson was rooted to the floor. If that's on target, it's going in. There's twice now Vallecano have threatened Palace. Palace have not threatened Vallecano. Beware Crystal Palace. Should have took it, yes. Should have took it, but he takes his foot out of it, side foots it. That's not the way to do that. Wrap your foot around it, spin it, curl it into the bottom post. Big chance gone a begging by Vallecano, and if you don't score, someone else will, namely Palace. Ball on the edge of the box. Palace moving forward. Keeping possession. Should be a corner. It is a corner. Way to go, Crystal Palace. Absolutely. Crystal Disco Ball. Crystal Palace. Whoops. Whoops. Will they score the goal? Let's make it real good. Here we go. It seems to me Mateta's looking for a little bit more energy, a little bit more zip from his colleagues. Palace seem to be thereabouts, but they haven't found that absolute first gear yet. They're stuck in neutral. Once they find first gear, it'll be good. Look at the grabbing there from Isi. I mean, honestly, this is getting ridiculous. Give him a card. Book him. It's ridiculous. It's easy. Take a look at it in front of the keeper. It's getting ridiculous. Something has to be done by FIFA that's allowed this Pandora's box of clutching and grabbing to exist. I mean, are we watching rugby or are we watching football? That's what I ask you. Ball coming in now. Wharton with a free kick. Goal kick, sorry. Into the bottom. Back into the mixer. Doesn't get his foot on it. It's out of play. Out of play. And looking in behind the scenes there, Vallecano fans looking absolutely fantastic in all white and their flags. And they're so tightly dressed together. Whew. Looks like an army up there. 5 minutes to half-time, plus whatever the referee's adding on, and then added time on top of that. So we've probably got about another, I'd say, 10 minutes to go in the first half. But again, with the medical emergencies, I know no one's making any comments. You don't have to. But I've watched this game a long time. And I haven't seen this many medical emergencies ever in my life over the years when I was growing up. That's what I'm saying. It never used to happen at the rate it's happening now, and it seems to be happening too often. And if no one wants to talk about what's happening, that's fine. I will. I'm not scared of opening a can of worms where it needs to be opened. So Wharton on a yellow card. A little bit of a late challenge, but referee says, you're no better than anyone else. You can take a card too. Free kick, dangerous position. Needs to come in, out swinging, away from the keeper on the penalty spot. Get someone on the end of it. Bang, 1-0. Maria says, I remember the 78 World Cup. Total football. Yeah, ball into box. Flick through. Palace clearing. Maria says, I remember the 78 World Cup. Total football Holland. Yes. Mario Kempes. 7 games, 6 goals in, 2 in the final. Yes. And Osvaldo Luque. Remember Luque? And Tomasini. Remember Tomasini? That came to play for Birmingham City in England right after the World Cup. We were shocked. Tomatini, Argentina defender, came to England to play for Birmingham. Who would have thought that was ever going to happen? And then Osvaldo Ardiles, Ricky Villa, played for Tottenham in that FA Cup final in 1981 that I went to, again with my big brother. Spurs beating Man City on the day 3-2, and perhaps the best ever FA Cup final there ever will be, ever was, ever could be. It was something of a phenomenal final. Palace moving down the right wing, free kick, bodies flying everywhere. Referee allows it to go. Munoz on the ball. Give and go. Brilliant play. Will he get the return? Gets the cross back in, still in play. Munoz keeps the ball. It's alive. Shot coming in from the edge of the box. And it's whistled down. But yeah, that was a great World Cup, Maria. That was a fantastic World Cup. I remember, as a little story again, because I'm full of stories. If you watch football, you've got stories, right, Maria? But in 1978, July 1978, my dad had a bad back. And he was in hospital on traction. And he came out just before the World Cup kicked off. And after he came home, every afternoon he'd go down the pub for some painkillers, a little bit of beer, and it worked for him. Which meant I was left in the house all alone with no clicker. We didn't have a clicker. The TV had no clicker, but I had a handful of coins into the slots because we had an old TV. And it literally, he wanted to keep that TV because it was claimed from the city council. It wasn't a slot machine. It was a slot machine, but it was his slot machine. So he could keep changing, just keep filing his own TV. It was just the way he was. Remember, this is 1978. And he was an old fella. So he had his ways about him. But I had the use of that television and the coins for the whole World Cup all on my own, so I could watch any game, anytime, anywhere. Nobody in front of me, nobody around me. I could literally absorb the World Cup. Hence, 1978, with Carlos Menotti, the coach, I watched every Argentinian game. I watched all the World Cup games, even the boring ones. And I think I remember the Germany and Österreich, Germany-Austria draw, where they both literally played for the draw. Remember that? Things you forget, eh? Coming up to half-time, 45 minutes is gone in 10 seconds. We'll see what the referee says he needs to add on at half-time. We're going to be giving you some more musical entertainment. Yes, we are. Just let me know. I'll let you know right now who we're going to be showing you. You'll be looking at Group F. There's some banging tracks in that. Ball down. Absolute banging tracks for half-time. Mitchell keeps the ball. Not a great pass. Palace guilty of not being selecting the right pass at the right time in the final third. Wasteful when they have opportunities. And again, you've got to say, Thunder Vallecano are coming into this match growing in confidence, and you can see them taking Palace out overall after 90 minutes. Should Palace not get that goal or wake up? Ball over the top. He's onside. Going to the far side. Mateta keeps possession. He's onside. One thing that you'll notice about the players, they're sweating heavily. Ball on far side. 1-0. Oh, my life. Talk about miss of the season. That's why you're not a forward, Mitchell. That's why you're not a forward. Miss of the century. Miss of the century. Defender leaves him totally alone. And a schoolboy could have put that on net. Terrible miss. Hits his ear on his right side instead of the forehead. Look where that hits him. Hits him on the ear. You're never scoring like that, Mitchell. You're never going to be a forward. And your coach is looking like a moron. He can't believe it. He's like, you missed that? Keep laughing. Chain smoking Menotti, Maria. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chain smoking Marotti. Wasn't it funny seeing him puffing away as his lads are on the field playing, eh? Absolutely different times, but the best times as well. Yeah. I loved playing football all my life, but the funniest times I ever had was playing as an amateur. Sunday afternoons, some guys are turning up dishevelled, really in what we would call shit state. Drunk maybe, a little bit, hanging over from the night before, partying a little too hard. Well, they're not playing for Man United or Liverpool and back in the day. They're playing for the pub team, so they really don't care. They're out there just for a kickabout. But different story, man. But yeah, chain smoking. Carlos Luis Menotti, Argentina. Great one, Maria. Great one. Great memory. Brilliant. Kevin Babs, wow, that was a shocking in a European final. Yeah, really. Who's he going to show that highlight to? Nobody. Nobody. You missed from how far out? We've got another minute 15 of added time, and then we will be done. And I said about 10 minutes, so it'll be a total of 9 minutes we've played. So not so bad. I wish the referee a happy second half, and I hope he can be happy. Ball coming up, goal kick. 1 minute to go, half-time. We've had nothing really but the big miss of the day. Mitchell from 6 yards couldn't wrap his head around it. And it looked harder to miss than to score. But take another look at this criminal miss. I mean, how do you miss the target? It's 22 feet, for freak's sakes. It's 22 feet. How can you miss? It looks harder to miss. There's an old Palace shirt there. Yellow, the away shirts. That looks like it's away from back in the 90s. Mitchell's probably going to make a brilliant game now after that miss. Decent defender, no doubt about it. But hey. If Palace gets scored on, he'll remember his miss immediately. Palace switching the ball right to left. It's going to make it. Great header. Ball down the line, nowhere to go. And there you go. Half-time is there. 0-0. It should be 1-0 to Palace. It could have been 1-0 Rayo Vallecano, but it's still 0-0. We're closer to penalties. We're closer to extra time. Looking at those faces of everybody coming off the field. A lot of stress etched into their faces. But putting it mildly, at half-time, I tell you now, Rayo Vallecano can be happy with their display, happy how they're sitting in the match. They're not looking like underdogs. The big team Palace haven't really come with the first gear. They're stuck in neutral and missing from 6 yards out. Mitchell, criminal miss, should be 1-0, and it's not by a long shot. Give me a cup of tea time. One second. Well, what do you think of that? Half-time. Nothing really to scream and shout about. Nothing to get up about. It's going to be in the second half. It's going to be extra time. Or it's going to be penalties. We've got a long way to go. But nothing's been decided so far. So far. Want to read some more of this stuff before we go to the half-time. Maria says, yep, the Brum fullback. And our dealers, yeah, the Brum fullback. It was crazy, wasn't it, eh? But I did remember or loved that final with Ardiles and Ricky Villa, Osvaldo Ardiles, Ricky Villa in that final. It was fantastic. It really was. 1978 was an amazing year. And I'd say the 70s and the 80s, coming out of the 60s, was a phenomenal 3 decades of football that I don't ever think you're going to see the likes of ever again. The flash, the makeup, the smoke and mirrors that we've got in football now, it kind of takes away from the game itself, whereby back in the day, because the game was so simple per se, the game was the only focus. The only focus was the game. Nothing else. We weren't interested about advertising. We weren't interested about what's going on at halftime with the pundits too much, because back then they didn't have too much to say. And if you were looking at people like Jimmy and the rest of them, Bobby Moore has obviously done some punditry at times moving through the years when he was still with us. Brian Clough eventually did a lot of punditry as well. But what they had to say was clinical. They didn't have people on the set talking nonsense. They had people talking game. They all had game. All of them had game. And all of us drew us in. And all of us were respected by us. They were characters, massive characters. Characters are important with this game, like any game. When you lose the characters, you lose the flair players. You lose the names you talk about after the match. We talk about plays, but we don't talk about characters, yeah? Back in the day, we talked about the characters making the plays. And all the characters were superhuman. But you know, they were quite partial to a lager, a plate of chips and fish, and all the bad stuff that these players don't seem to take on board today. Yet, back in the day, they used to play fantastic football. The characters. Absolutely the characters. Right, half-time. I'm going to leave you here with me to listen to some more great World Cup stuff. We've got Group F coming up. I'll tell you what, you're going to enjoy it. Take a load of this right now and have some music in your ears until we get to 3 minutes before the kickoff to the second half, and I'll come back on screen. I'm going to be here behind you. I'm listening to the music, but I'll be back on screen again so we can get ready for the second half. But right now, Group F, some more World Cup music. Enjoy. There we go. I hope you like Holland. I hope you like Japan, because you're going to love these. Sweden and Tunisia is also different. Enjoy. I'll be back in 10. Back at you guys. I don't know how that picture came up, but that's maybe a little mistake by me. But Group E, not Group F. I hope you enjoyed it. And I did. I really did. I love all that music, so hopefully you get into it as well. And all the tracks. Listen, there's 2 hours and I think 15 minutes of all the reggae tracks of all the nations for the World Cup down in the library, that you can listen to all that for 2 hours undisturbed, no ads, no nothing to annoy you, just to listen to some great music and get into it. Still waiting for the second half to get underway. Everyone's lined up. We're right here with the ball on the spot, and I just see 3 blue balloons and 2 red balloons. Is that an omen? And hey, on the weekend, the EFL final, the game is live, I said there was a golden tree shining in the sun outside our place. That golden tree signifies Hull City going to the Premier League. 3 blue balloons, 2 red balloons. 3 blue balloons for Palace, maybe? 2 for Vallecano. Let's see how that measures out. But if you go for that, Palace have the omen. I'm also going to do the dice here pretty soon. But right now, Batalla with the ball. Starting the second half. 0-0. Nothing doing, nothing changed. Everything's still wide open. Let's hope we get a goal soon. We need a goal early for this to be the neutrals game. A goal now makes it nice and interesting for everybody. So let's get a goal early. Or we're going to go all the way to extra time. Palace going down the left wing. Cross coming in. Hits the target. Well defended one more time. Going out for the throw-in. Palace. We need ones for Palace. They're the home team. Ones for Palace. Nada. Nadimente. Nothing. 2s for Rayo Vallecano. 2. Yes, we have 1-2 for Rayo Vallecano. So the dice are saying Vallecano is leading this. Let's see what happens. There's a few old Palace fans there. They've probably been around since the 70s. And a few youngins, probably their kids. Munoz with the ball now. A player I do like. I like Munoz. Feisty, skillful, can score. Great throw right onto the edge of the box. Headed into the mixer. Going out for the goal kick. Well played by Vallecano one more time. Palace really have not come up with anything today. And with Crystal Palace, as their Palace fans will tell you, they either hit the net or they don't. They have a game or they don't. They're at the races or they didn't even get a pony. Long way to go. A lot more fun to have. But I say myself and Crystal need something to do. We need a goal on the board. Let's have it sooner than later. And we'll see where we go. See where we go. Does the first half resemble the start to the second half where Palace pressured and forced the issue but come up with nothing, and then slowly Vallecano thunder back into the game? Chadi Riyad, take it easy with your neck, mate. You might snap it. Again, Mr. Mitchell missing from 6 yards in the first half towards the end of it. Could have been 1-0 up at Palace. Could be a hero. Could be a legend. Free kick coming up. And that was late, and a yellow card straight out. And that referee enjoys bringing out that card that quick. But it was late. Una Lopez, very late on the foul. Not deliberate, just accidental. But how bad was it? How bad was it? Take a look. How bad was it? How much contact is there for a yellow card? Perceptions are everything, but angles tell you what's going on. Kevin says, fun fact, did you know people from Netherlands hate being called Holland? Holland is a region within the country, not the country itself. Nederlander. I've actually got relatives in Leeuwarden, which is north of Amsterdam. But yeah, Leeuwarden. Not far from Groningen. I've been to Holland a few times. Hup, Holland. Been there a few times. Great people. Fun. Ball over the top. Rayo Vallecano down the right wing. Will get the ball. 2 defenders to get round. Puts the cross straight in. It's the right thing to do. I always love the cross coming in early so the forward can continue his run. Or her run, if it's a ladies' game. No fun there. Throw in to Crystal Palace. A game that needs some life, but a game that has a lot of fight and a lot of battle to it. No team's giving it up early. No team's giving it up easy. Palace just don't seem to be connecting. They're doing all the generic plays, but they're not dominating the match. It's called bravery. It's called commitment now. Sweat. Get hurt. Get physical. Use your brains. Open up someone's defense. One goal, that's all you need. Clever plays, and things will move a lot better. Palace now moving down through the middle. Wharton on the ball. No one approaching. He should take the shot here. Takes the shot. Allowed the shot. And I tell you what, let someone shoot. Keeper can't hold it. Mateta is a champion. That easy. Palace 1-0 up. That easy. 1-0 up. But you let Wharton walk and walk and walk and walk for so far into the net. Literally takes the shot. Keeper can't hold it. Fumbles it. Mateta gets the rebound. And happy Crystal Palace fans. Mistake by the keeper, and that's all she says. Kevin says, my uncle lives in Amstel, just south of Amsterdam. I've been there. And it's weird in Holland, the canals that run through. Look, he's allowed to advance. Why would you let him take a shot? But the keeper should be saving that. What is he pushing it back into the mix for? Get your body behind it and save it. Why are you pushing that back in the mixer? It's the most horrendous goalkeeping tactic I see in the new game. Keepers pushing it back into the mixer. What an easy goal for Mateta. What an easy goal for Crystal Palace. And what an embarrassing way to lose a trophy. Really? Really? Scoreboard, Crystal. Absolutely. Absolutely. But what a way to lose a final. Embarrassing. Nose was itching, though. Nose was definitely itching. And 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 for Crystal Palace. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Palace are up. They didn't expect that, but Rayo Vallecano, you got to really block the shot. Limit the space. Pressure the ball. Nobody did. 1-0 at the time. Sarr down pretty heavy there, clutching the face. Again, itchy nose. There's one of the Eagles in the crowd. Take a second look at this one. Boom! Kick him in the face. Absolutely kicked in the face. What makes me laugh, though, is the absolute horror in his face as he clutches the side of his face. Both sides. This pre-made reaction. Well, they all do. They all hold their heads, even if they're not kicked in the head. He was. But they all have the same way of going down. And you know he's not hurt that bad. Do you recognise anybody in that crowd? And I tell you what, Batala, you messed up massively there. What are you punching it back in the mixer for? Get on it. Crystal Ball, sing it, Steve. 1-0. It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. 1-0. It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. That's what the Vallecano fans are singing because they want to get a goal back. Kevin Babs, here we go. Score. Once you score. Once you get one, you'll get more. We'll sing you at Assembly when we get to Wembley. So come on, you Palace, and score. Batala gets the assist. Batala will feel terrible for the rest of his days. What a mistake. Game's opened. We got the goal. Now we got a match. Vallecano's got to come and answer. But with all the space in behind, do Palace add to it? You could probably see that happening now. But Vallecano haven't come to lose. But Palace won. Vallecano 0. Shouldn't have happened. Free kick coming up. Absolutely easy free kick to come. Kevin Babs, there it is. Kev smiling. Sarr down again. Getting booted. And it's a fresh cup of tea, baby. Boom. Yeah, that'll hurt. That will hurt. Tea time, baby. Oh, that is a good one. Oh, that is a good one. Woo. That is a good one. I like the way that's dancing on my tongue. Woo! And there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. Sarr kicked in the ribs there. Late. Is there any further punishment coming? This is a beautiful slot for a free kick to the keeper's right. Keeper's right. He's standing on that right post now, getting the wall set up. Wharton's lining it up. This is a game for Wharton to put one in the back of the net. Score now, it's done. There will be no coming back from 2-0 down. I cannot see it. But 3 blue balloons and 2 red balloons. Does it make it 3-2 after 90 minutes? Let's see what happens. Free kick, though. To the keeper's right. There it goes. In the post. And another rebound. I tell you, I called it. Off the post, and I'd have been 2-0 up, and you'd have had a goal coming at you. Referee blowing it down. Unfortunately, doesn't come in. And another man down. Watch this, though. To the keeper's right. You could see this all day long. Bang! Off both posts. Unfortunately. Batalla beaten all ends up. Beaten all ends up, even off the pitch. And he's off the pitch. Beaten all ends up, man. Up the Palace. Come on, says Maria. And it hits the other post. How unlucky. That would have been 2-0. That would have been the game. Now, if Vallecano get a goal back, it's going to be an interesting match, I tell you. It's all about emotion. It's all about confidence. Palace moving down the ball, tearing down the left wing, moving the ball into the box. Take the shot, son. 2-0. There it is. Oh, my life. What a miss. What a save. Mateta lethargically slapping the ball around it. Yes, he's doing the dance. Come on, let's do the dance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a freaking miss. That should have been in the back of the net. Come on, great work play. Down the wing, in the ball. He's got the shot, the clean shot, and Batalla makes something of it. Off the foot and wide of the post. And why does the ball not go further to the wide side of the goal for another tap-in? Should be 2-0 at the moment. Bar the post and the post. Post, as the saying goes, post to post. Wharton now with the corner kick coming in. Goes near post, in the mixer. Vallecano heading out to the edge of the box. Will not get it clear. It's a fight for the ball right now. Vallecano striding forward. Ball through the middle. Lucky touch. And again, Wharton is there to stop the flow and kick it back the other way. But you see the tactic there that Vallecano's got to operate with. They've got to come with speed. Got to move really with blitzing speed. 1-0. 57 minutes gone. UEFA Conference League trophy looks like it's going to South London. Postal code SC25. Gonna have some more of that tea. Oh, that's good. Piping hot tea time, baby. Oof, that is good. Ball over the top. He's onside. Headed back in the play. Vallecano coming up with the ball. Crossing in. And a nice gather. Shooting, I would say. Nice gather for Dean Henderson. Henderson, a keeper that can bring you the best. And sometimes be beaten by soft goals as well. Remember, big part of his career was at Manchester United early in the day. Didn't turn out. But I tell you what, the goalkeepers that they've had at Manchester haven't always been the best. I don't think he's any better or any worse than any of the keepers that Man United have had. Maybe say in the last 13 years, ever since the departure of the great Sir Alex Ferguson, who was in a bit of physical ill health last week. Let's wish the big Scotsman well. "58 minutes gone. Palace 1-0 up. Have the goal. Strange call there. Bit of a strange call. Aron going down. Free kick against him. Mitchell got in a bit of tackle too. I think there's a coming together there. Was there any reason to call a free kick on that? Let the game go. Let the game go. They both hurt each other. They both were late in the challenge. But can the Vallecano fans get their team back into this? There's the Palace fans having a great old time. I use a tablet to read stuff. I never used a tablet in football. I never would. It's all in here. It's all in here. Palace now, down the left wing, operating with speed. Cross comes in on the target and going wide. Should be a goal kick. Again, it seems to me Palace, they're not coasting in this match, but they are that much better as a team when they are flowing. But they haven't been flowing fully in this match at all, despite the one goal. Vallecano have had a lot of the match. If you're going to do that, why not just kick the ball long once? Why not just take the goal kick? I'm a firm believer right now, Vallecano need to change up a few tactics. No more playing out the back, long balls from goal kicks over halfway, win the first ball, win the second ball, set up the wing play. Make it simple, but that's the only way I see Vallecano getting back into this match. They can, but they've got to start quickening up the game. They've got to stop slowing it down at the back and moving it through midfield fast to keep Crystal Palace's defence rocking and offside. But putting it to Batala's feet is not going to do nothing. Just like the 13 on his back, it's not a great number. It's not a great tactic. You don't need the ball with your goalkeeper when you're losing 1-0. Not for 1 second of the clock. And long balls is the way they need to operate from now on. Because I'll tell you now, EPL teams don't like long balls, don't like a barrage of crosses. They like it coming in generic from the wide side and the easy plays. Mix it up, make it nasty, make it messy. The long balls into that defence. You may get lucky. Alvaro picking up the latest. Garcia. Change is coming. Will they make an impact? Impact players is what Vallecano need right now. Lopez for Valentin. And Oscar's day is done. Oscar Valentin. His day is done. Vallecano fans travelled a long way. They want to see something. They want to see a goal. They want to see their team in the game. They want to see their team busting and buzzing around the box. And not their own. Crystal Palace's. Great point, Crystal. Disco ball, great point. Crystal says, Glasner's swan song halftime pep talk must have been a great one. Yes, absolutely. This is his final match in the seat. Ball into the middle. Going to be easy for Dean Henderson. But yeah, Glasner's last song. And has been in the press saying Palace fans want something to cheer about. They want to be spoiled. 63 minutes gone already. 18 minutes in the second half just going by super fast. That's what a goal does for you. It just opens up the game. Does he make it? He does. Going down the left wing. Pushes the ball further inside. And that's the end of where Mitchell can take it. He should have kept going down the line, but stops running. Mitchell gets the ball back. Man on him again. Nicely played. Onside, ball in the middle. Shots. Should have took the cross. A little greedy there. Never going to beat the keeper from that angle. Sarr, a little bit inexperienced in the moment, I guess. People in the middle waiting for that ball. Should have put it in the mixer. Good things happen when you put the ball in. But yes, Mr. Glasner leaving after this on screen right now, leaving after this would be a great way for him to leave with a trophy. Therefore, wherever he goes next, he's a cup winner. People like winners. Winners breed winners. Losers breed losers. Vallecano with the ball at halfway, battling. No need to battle. They've got the free kick. Tea time. Oh, and again, I'm going to say that's a fantastic cup of tea. Wow. Oh, I'm loving that. I am so loving that. So again, on the weekend, I'm going to be going to the Canada-Uzbekistan game, which is Monday, June 1st. But I'm traveling over the weekend to get there. It's Monday, June 1st. The next video will be then quite possibly up on air Tuesday or Wednesday after the game, showing you all the sights and what I got into and how I travelled and where I got to and all the fun I had and the people I met. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good video. But again, 65 minutes gone. Vallecano need desperately to be in the other half of the field and start to create some big chances. Right now, Palace moving the ball any direction, killing the clock, keeping possession, and getting closer to lifting that trophy. I'm sure Palace would sooner do this over 90 than 120 or even penalty kicks, but the neutrals would far sooner see this go to penalties. And Vallecano getting a goal back. Ball moving forward now. Nice interception. Oh, I tell you. Did this referee not want to see anything good for Vallecano tonight? Why is he even in the way? Why is he even in the way? That's a Vallecano ball. This is not the right call. Get Mateta away. The referee's ruined that moment. Ruined it completely. Why is he even in the play? Get out of the way. You got eyes, ref. Says be a referee on your back. Get out of the way. Let them play. That's what they're here to do. One thing I will say, though, as this game has gone through, and I'm thinking you're noticing this as well, Palace is just that little bit possibly too strong, too physically strong, too fast, too good overall as a team. And Vallecano are coming up against a brick wall. Go over the wall. Stop trying to go through it. Make life easy. Do what you can. Like that. Go through it. Ball in the middle. Oh, I tell you. Delays the cross, and he should have put it in earlier. Puts it in earlier. They get in behind the net. De Frutos taking too much time on a ball. He should have been pushing that through quicker, but a beautiful play first time by Isi. And there you go. And he's wide open in the middle, wants that ball, but just can't get it. Thunder fans, Rayo Vallecano fans still in fine vola, still fighting and cheering for their team. Great scenes, though. They're doing their team proud. Spain versus England. Right now, England is winning over Spain, which is something you don't normally get to see. And at the World Cup, well, número uno, España. Dos, Argentina. No. France. France and Spain, your two big guns at the World Cup. England, maybe a third or fourth place team. But we're going to find out sooner or later whether anything's coming home or nothing's coming home. We shall see. But people touting England as a bit of a favourite. Let's see what happens. Can they get it done? Thomas Tuchel making a lot of changes to the squad. And really what you would say, not favourable if you're Foden or Maguire. But let's face it, those guys that don't make the squad, if you don't have a bang-out season, how does the coach get to pick you? He doesn't. More changes coming up. Vallecano changing up the legs. The only things I see for Vallecano right now is a later goal, as Palace legs get a little bit long if they don't start making the changes quick enough. But I think this is going to go Crystal Palace's way, and I can actually see them adding to it with all the space in behind right now. Mateta challenging for the ball, nothing doing. Batalla races out and picks up. Again, it should be 2-0 to Palace right now. A wonderful free kick cannoned off the left post, beats Batalla, all ends up, and then that ball cannons then off the right post and back in front of the goal. Palace moving forward now to the right wing. Tired legs with the ball right now. And with socks rolled down, you guys who played it all the time, you know when your socks are rolled down, you were tired in the day, yeah? You rolled your socks down. Having your socks up high, tired those legs out a little quicker, remember? With your shin pads. Guys that wear their socks around their ankles, they're like beach soccer players to me, is how they look. Maria says, home before the postcards, Tommy Doc. There you go, home before the postcards. Too funny. Too funny. Tommy Doc, brilliant, Maria, brilliant. Home before the postcards. That's funny. Tell you what, we have some amazing women on this channel. We really do. Free kick coming up. Muniz leaving the foot in, and the referee says another free kick. I would be instructing my players not to go down if I was Vallecano. Stay on your feet. Get kicked. Stay on your feet. Cross coming in. Goes far side. Vallecano keeping possession. Moving to the right side. Shot coming in. Chip over. Lovely little chip. And again, a nice header. Should be a free kick. No free kick. No free kick, says the referee. A man with a hairband that has hardly any hair. What does that look like to you? Hardly any hair and he's got a hairband. Doesn't look very manly. Doesn't look very manly, does it, hey? I'm not saying anything, but it doesn't look very manly, does it, hey? Short hair and a girlie's hairband. Interesting. 72 minutes gone. Ball in front of the box. Into the middle. Oh, I tell you, terrible take. First touch, no free kick. And I tell you what, he could have given a free kick there, but he's looking for it. Vallecano moving now. Down to the right side. Gets it on the right wing. Moving again. Moving at pace. Working their asses off for each other to stay in this game, to build something. Not the right idea. Not the right idea. And literally, that's a pass that's clutching at straws. 72 minutes gone. But that post to post, man oh man, Batalla beating all ends up. And just the shin puts it past the post. And the yellow and the blue is the TDK, just like this one. Lady in the crowd with the yellow Palace shirt. TDK. Now, I wouldn't be kicking the board, fella. You might break your toe. That would be a sad state of affairs. Free kick. No free kick. I guess these referees these days just call it when they will. Again, Batalla on the ball. Is he going to be an unhappy person later tonight? I think he might be. I think he might be. International matches coming up on the library. Canada taking on the Republic of Ireland. That is June the 5th. We'll be doing a watch-along for that. Free kick, absolutely coming up to Vallecano. And then after that, we got another international match. Definitely a free kick, no doubt about it. Beautiful place for a free kick, though. Let's see where this is lined up and see what we're looking at. And we'll know what we're thinking. That young Vallecano kid there really looking for something. Probably looking like the cross to the centre spot, i.e. the penalty spot there. If you're going to shoot, And I'm thinking your best bet, literally from here, it's difficult angle, it's very straight, but looks like keeper's right. I see keeper's right. Lueda, keeper's left. Let's see where this goes, but it looks like keeper's right by Isi. Henderson's got the wall lined up, as Vallecano too. Let's see where this goes. Looks like keeper's right. Indeed it is, but it's high, and it's wide, and it's ugly. Not even close. Not even close. You could see the idea, but not even close. Palace making another substitution. Mateta's had his day. He's off. Receives the ovation from the faithful Palace Eagles fans. And he is done. Running into each other, nearly slapping each other's face to face. But that's his goal right there. Thanks to Batalla. Thanks to Batalla. Big mistake. Why he doesn't catch, smother, instead of putting it back in the mixer. I cannot understand these modern day goalkeeping coaches that coach goalkeepers to flap it back in the mixer. It's one of the biggest obvious mistakes in football. Like a lot of the defensive posturing in the modern game. It's not defensive plays. You're playing with fire in your own penalty area. And definitely playing with fire when you can't even smother the ball with your big mitts as a goalkeeper doing the job you're supposed to do. Goalkeepers are not supposed to be foot players. They're supposed to be handsy. They're supposed to be little kiddies saving the balls everywhere. What happened to goalkeepers? You never see great goalkeeping like you used to see anymore. You really don't. And the goalkeeper that comes up that's got a great set of hands is going to be one of the best keepers in this game moving forward. One more substitution coming up. Vallecano, 76 minutes in. Isi's off. His day is done. Exhausted. He's given everything. Referee helping with the armband. How nice is that? Now Isi can tell the referee what he thinks of him anytime, within reason, because he can talk to the referee. He's got the armband. The special talking armband. He can talk to the referee. Ball inside. He needs to carry on inside. 3 around him, keeping possession. Big challenge coming in, keeping possession. Vallecano passing it off. Losing possession. Like again I say, long balls into the box. Trouble that defence like they don't want it to be troubled, because right now you're playing into Palace's hands with the tic-tac-toe, the generic plays. You're giving them nothing to think about at all. Mitchell will get that one, no doubt, but he coughs it up. Vallecano in the box. Coming inside, goes outside. And cleared one more time. Should have done better. In the box again. Vallecano in the penalty area one more time with the ball, with players waiting for the pass, but they can't get the cross in. Can't move it across. And there you go, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Vallecano now moving through the middle. Needs to go down the left side. Sprinting, running. They're working their asses off. Ball comes wide. Cross comes in. Goes wide. Brought down. No foul, says the referee. 12 minutes to go. A better half by Vallecano in a second. Palace standing strong in defence, protecting that 1-0 win. 11 minutes plus added time away from picking up a trophy. And the unusual thought of picking up a trophy, an English team winning a trophy in eastern Germany. Not your normal thing, but they're about to do it, unless Vallecano get on the score sheet and make something happen. Pino coming out for Guasand. That's a good call by Glasner. Pino getting a little chippy, looking like he's going to start collecting cards or trouble. And a little Spanish kid crying there. Hopefully he's got something to cheer about. I would not mind if Vallecano get a goal and send us to extra time for all the little kids that are feeling sad right now. Ball down the line, left side. Free flowing football throw-in coming up. 10 minutes to go for Palace. Can they get it across the line? So far, so good. Too strong, too much pace. We've seen this all match long. Palace looking like a big team compared to a little team. But Vallecano, feisty, fighting for their lives. The underdogs trying to make something happen in the final third. Throw-in coming up. Just inside Palace's half. The coach shouting to his players, "Tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo." He's like, "Relax, relax, relax. Tranquilo. Hombre, tranquilo." Relax, relax. He wants them relaxed on the ball. They're too tight. Start thinking relaxed. Get into space. Do what we've trained you to do. Give the ball back. That's definitely got to be a free kick. And there's the yellow card. And I did it in perfect timing with the referee. Perfect timing. But I don't have be a referee on my back. Here we go. 1 grab. 2 grabs. That's enough. But taking 1 for the team at this time of the game. Taking 1 for the team at this time of the match. Another one of those chances we've seen. Another one of those chances gone high, wide and handsome. They've had half chances, but they haven't had it concrete. Chunso's in the house. Chunso, how you doing, fella? How you doing, fella? Hello, boys and girls. You always have to say boys and girls, Chunso. You have to. We have to respect our great women and our great men. Of all ages, whether you're young or old. Just looking something up, guys. Give me a second. That's what I wanted to see. 7 minutes to go. And cats. Way to go, Chunso. And cats. And they thems. Oh, shit. They thems. Give me a fucking break. Oh, my life. Chunso, you always bring some stuff, mate. That's freaking funny. Oh, my shit. They thems. Bloody hell, yeah. They fucking thems, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, you did it to me. You did it to me. Chunso and the geckos. Oh, mate, it's always good when you're here. It's always good when you're here. You bring stuff that we don't expect. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Keep reading them books. You obviously got great comedy. Chunso, brilliant, mate. Honestly, brilliant. Palace now trying to get out the half and a free kick coming up, and before you know it, there's another. They call him Mellow Yellow. They call him Mellow Yellow. Be a referee. They call him Mellow Yellow. Be a referee. He did get him, but hey, come on. Let the game flow. Does that yellow card change this game right now? I don't think so. And it's his first tackle. He's furious. It's just his first foul. I've only made one foul. Well, when they're that bad, one's all you need. Juan. Juan Canatera. Wakira Guantanamera. Guantanamera. Wakira Guantanamera. That's a beautiful song. Cuba. That's from Cuba originally. Ball now. Palace down the right wing. Looking to kill off the game. Wide, expansive plays. Ball over the top. Going wide. And going out for a goal kick. Well played by the defence. I can't say I like seeing fans cry at the game, but she's crying for her team. And I tell you what, bless her heart. Bless her heart. Really. Chunzo and Stevie's, yes. You and they, fucking they, thems, mate. I tell you, that made me laugh. Oh, shit. Can't you tell what I stand for? Oh, my. I tell you. Here he goes. Adler. Palace now with the ball. 4 minutes to do. Killing Vallecano by the second. Chunzo says, guys, who's ready for my in-work song ballad of the Red Dragons? Yeah, do it, mate. Do it. Another beautiful Vallecano lady crying. She's sad, but I tell you what, I hope she's happy later. Palace are hurting feelings of the Vallecano. The thunder, it's raining tears. See what happens. Thank you, Chunzo. Oh, man, I tell you. This channel is the best because of you guys. Seriously. Unbelievable. And no, it's not TV. Screw TV. I don't want to ever do that again. I did not enjoy doing TV. I'm telling you straight. Being a TV pundit, there's so many rules and regulations what you cannot do. You just give up eventually. It's like scripted nonsense. I do enjoy this a lot more. Radio and announcing games in stadiums was what I was all about. That I love as much as this. But TV, I got sick of TV. It bored the shit right out of me. Because you can't act normal. You got to act a certain way. And just like in the game of football, soccer, they don't like characters in TV. They like yes men. They like you to sit damn still and say nothing at all until you're told to talk. I'm sorry, I can't live like that, nor can this yapper. Ball coming in now. Vallecano's last chance. It's in the mixer. It's going out, and it's a goal kick. Henderson having a word with the defence. Not too happy with what's going on. But you got to say, at the end of the day, Vallecano haven't troubled Palace enough. Now the men are crying from Vallecano. Palace fans are in rejoice mode. They've already got the trophy. The yellow and the black striped shirt there, I remember that one from Palace as well from away games. Not what you would call the most typical Crystal Palace colours. Ball on the inside edge of the box. Palace with the ball on the edge. Trying to make a final shot on net. Leonardo Barriera, tell a joke, Chunzo. Right, let me brew a storm. Leonardo, I'm ready for your song, Chunzo. Leonardo Barriera, bring it. There we go. Making the man get the script ready. Tea time, baby. That final flop drop to the floor, was that really a free kick? Or just someone dropping to the floor? I don't know. Next watch-along coming up, guys, if you're interested, on June 5th. June 5th. Canada taking on the Republic of Ireland from Montreal, Quebec. I'll be doing that one live watch-along. I know a lot about Canada. I know a lot about the Republic of Ireland too. Chokiala, I do. Palace fans vocally going nuts. The big baldy guy in the crowd there, that's what my brother looks like. Seconds to do is getting few. Long throw coming in from the right side, adjacent to the box, goes in, hits the edge of the 6-yard box, headed on into the mixer. Palace still have possession. Coughing it up, but keeping it onside. Doesn't want to make that play, be offside. Shot coming in. Wharton now trying his trickery. Gets the corner. 5 minutes added time. 5 Minuten. Cinco! It's now or never time, just like the Elvis Presley song. It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Score tonight. Boom. Take the shot. Back post, back post, back post. He nearly had it coming down for the volley and well ushered away by the man who missed from 3 feet, not 6, Mr. Mitchell. But he makes a great defensive play. Gets the return. Going down the left wing. Ball needs to come in the middle right now. Too late, Mitchell. What are you thinking? He's not. That ball needed to come over way early. Great effort by Mitchell. Great effort. But it needed to come in. 2-0 was right there. Referee and Batalla having it out. Definitely not a foul on both tackles. And Mitchell comes down the wing. He needed to pass that ball early. Why is he hanging on to the ball? Why is he hanging on to the ball? Why? It makes me think he can't think. A man walked into the bar. The bartender said, I got to go. Just go through that door. Chunzo. The man says, okay, but OFC, he goes through the door, of course, because he goes through the door to find another door, and another door, and another door, and another door, and another door. Referee bringing out another lovely jello yellow gelb. He likes his yellow cards to match his yellow shirt, doesn't he, no? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes. 3 minutes to go. Is there to be a lifeline for Vallecano? It doesn't look like it now. And it's only still 1-0. It's only still 1-0. Ball comes in the middle. Edge of the box, tap it around, and he can't get there. Well defended again. Vallecano need to go with speed and need to move up the field. Ball snatched away in possession. Palace moving down the right side. Vallecano come back. Free kick. Free kick. I'm amazed the referee hasn't brought a yellow card out for that one. There actually were so many doors. I forgot the punchline. You can't do that in comedy. You have to have the punchline, Chunzo. But Dala now. Remonstrating with the referee. Hail Mary time. Right on the edge of the penalty area. Vallecano fighting for the ball. Palace smashing the ball out for a throw-in. A little bit of an erratic tackle. May he regret that. Throw-in adjacent to the penalty area. A lifeline for Vallecano. The throw coming in onto the edge of the 6-yard box. Goes even further on the edge of the box. Coming out. Little chip in. Disastrous. Should be a corner. Should be a corner. Should be a corner. If not a free kick. Don't know what the referee's looking at, but watch the replay. A minute 10 to go. A minute 10 to go. Glasner looking at the fourth official, asking, how long, brother? How long? He looks at his watch. Favours by the fourth official to Glasner. He knows how much time there is. There's hardly any time to go. It's got to be now or never, like I said about 3 minutes ago, or else it's done. Vallecano, 0. Palace, 1. One more clearance. We've got about 30 seconds or so to go, plus whatever the referee's adding on. Palace moving forward. No foul. Need to stay on your feet, my friend. Stay on your feet. That's how you play the game. Goes down a little early. Again, seconds on the clock. Is there something left? Ball chips just in front of the box. Taken down, takes the shot. That's all too fast, all too frantic. That's not going to do it. Should be the last kick of the game, and he knows it. He could have brought that down and had a split second longer with the ball. Watch him bring it down. He's got more time than he thinks. Yes, he's got players approaching him left and right, but he's got more time than he thinks. He could take a split second to let that ball nestle before hitting the shot. And the coach also knows it's done. Mateta dancing on the sidelines. There it is, 1-0 to the Palace. And they've done it. Big European Championship trophy for the season-ending game. Glasner, the coach, his last match. Palace winning a trophy. You got to feel for the Vallecano fans, the tears of sadness, but also there's tears of joy flooding out of Palace fans as well. Wait till you see the crowd. There's people crying all over the place. What a bunch of softies. And I'm joking, obviously, guys. But what a bunch of softies. Look at them. They're weeping. They're weeping. Weeping. Men and women from España are weeping. And that's what you do at a football match. When you love your club, wear your heart on your sleeve. I don't have a sleeve. It's a short sleeve, but I've got a sleeve and I've got a heart. But you wear it on your heart. But again, Vallecano didn't do enough. Tough day against Palace. They came, they saw, they lost. They had chances, but not really great chances. And Mitchell, missing from 6 feet, should be 2-0. The free kick coming off both posts, could be 3-0. And Kevin Babs did say on the beginning of all this that it was going to be 4-0 on the day. It ends 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. And they are still crying in Vallecano. She's not happy. She's not happy. And I send a lot of love to anybody who's crying for their team. There's nothing wrong with crying at a football match. Men or women. There's a lot of people crying right now. They're unhappy. The team didn't do it for them. But hey, what a way for Glasner to leave the scene. Decent start to the season for Palace. Then there was things that went wrong. Then Glasner got on the wrong side of the fans. And then later in the season, Glasner's like, I'm leaving. And kept his word. And now he's leaving Palace with a trophy. So not a bad job by the Palace coach. Tea time, baby. Palace fans are crying. Little kids are crying. Everybody's crying. Mateta thinks he's a YouTuber. He's got his old GoPro going nuts. Kevin Babs, Vallecano put up a good fight, a lot closer than I thought. Yeah, they did. They did. There's EC crying right now. Mr. EC, he had a top game. He did all he could. Even he couldn't get it done. Chunzo, a white Christmas. Absolutely. Crystal Disco Ball. Crystal Palace. Yes. 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 Absolutely. And I've had this shirt. It's 2026 now. I've had this shirt 34 years. And it's still in pristine condition. And yes, I do have a lot of shirts. And there's the trophy being etched. Crystal Palace. They get to keep this, yeah? This is their trophy to keep. Wouldn't it be funny if he was putting the wrong name on there? Eh? That would be so hilarious. Put the wrong name on there. Maria says, well done, Palace, and thanks, Stevie. Hey, well done to you, Maria, as well. Good that you're here. Glad you're here. Happy you're here. Did you enjoy the game? It's a bit of a slow fest, but hey, the right team won at the end of the day, I got to say. And Palace, what a way to end the season. It looked great to start. Midway through the season, like I say, a bit disjointed, the coach falling out with the fans, yada, yada, the fans falling out with the coach, but it all ends beautifully well. And that's the scene with the team that wins. Your fans are nuts, having a great time. And the tears rolling down Vallecano players, unstoppable right now. Unstoppable. You have to have a heart. You have to share some feelings These guys didn't come to lose. They came to represent. They came with a fight. And look at their fans. Absolutely brilliant turnout by their fans from Spain. But they're very sad. And they've lost what they thought would be a good title. They didn't win the trophy. Sad, sad, sad. Sad, sad, sad. But yeah, Maria, well done, Palace, and thanks, Steve. Thank you, love. Chunzo, Stevie, you only read the punchline. Sorry, you only read the punchline. I didn't. I read it all, mate. I'm going to go back. Here we go, Chunzo. The bartender said, I got to go. Just go through that door. Chunzo, the man says, okay, but of course, he goes through the door to find another door. And 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 you wouldn't believe it. Another door. There actually were so many doors that I forgot the punchline. Okay. I forgot the punchline. Okay, hang on then. Chunzo. There you go. Well done, Palace from Chunzo. Oh, look at the mascara. She's crying because her mascara looks like a mess. She's like, look what I look like on TV. Oh, my mascara's run. Waterproof stuff. Get the waterproof stuff. I don't wear it, but I'm sure it would work. But again, the scenes here, Vallecano fans looking at their team motionless. I think they need to be walking alongside the front rail behind the goal and high-fiving their fans. Don't be sad. Get up there and touch your fans' hands, is what I'd say. A lot of young and a lot of old Palace fans in that crowd with a lot of different shirts, some old, some new. The trains and the planes and the automobiles going back to South London, England, will be full of smiley faces, not going back to Vallecano. Chunzo, I've read all of it, mate. What is the punchline? The punchline being... White Christmas? A White Christmas? I don't know. Hanging on here to see the trophy. I want to see the trophy raised. And then we'll get into some of the stats from the game. The watch along coming up. The next two watch alongs, Canada Republic of Ireland coming up on the 5th, and then England taking on New Zealand. That's coming up on the 6th. 6th of June, 26. England taking on New Zealand. So there's your next two watch alongs. The Champions League won't go ahead. I've got to travel, guys. I've got to travel. But there we go. Conference League final, UEFA Conference League final. Palace 1, Vallecano 0. And again, these players just standing there, motionless, sad, like they need to be touching the fans and supporting the fans and just make it a lighter finish. Standing there like that, to me, does really nothing for me. They need to touch the fans and give it that human touch. Enough of this crying, enough of this sad faces. The fans can do that, but the players need to be touching the players. The players need to be touching the fans. Get close to them. Make it a nice end. At the other side of things, Palace fans in ecstatic motion. Absolutely. Crystal Discball says, thanks, Steve. Chunzo, guys, have you ever seen Chunzo and more Chunzo in the same room? No, we haven't. Not yet. Bucaneros. And they are still there. They haven't left the building. And can somebody tell me what New York has got to do with a UEFA Conference League final? Ball cap. Guy that didn't even play in the finals got a flag on his back. That's how wide this goes. People from all across the globe are there. And I tell you, I've seen enough of this team standing there doing nothing. They need to just throw their shirts in the crowd. Give the crowd something to go for. Give them something to be happy. This does nothing. This does nothing. That looks like sadness. Turn the sadness into happiness. You've lost. You're not going to change the scene. You're not going to change the score. You're not going to get a trophy. You'll get a loser's medal. But change the scene. Shirts off your backs and start throwing them in the crowd. You got enough training jackets on that bench. But hey, on the other side of things, La Gloria. I wanted to read his La Gloria es para Dios. 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 The glory is to God. La Gloria es para Dios. The glory is to God. He's a Catholic. Mr. Munoz is a Catholic. And that's what it's all about. And throughout South America, with exception to Brazil, where they talk Portuguese, they will all say Gloria. Oh yeah. Para Dios. Gloria el para Dios. Fantastic. Looking at the Vallecano fans. Lots on those shirts. Well, when you're wearing white, you don't need a shirt, do you? Great scenes. Great scenes. Great scenes. Great scenes. Kevin Babs. Leonardo's laughing. A short joke from Leo. Why did the Brazilians Siamese twins go to London? So the other one could drive. Oh, mate, I tell you, too funny, too funny, too funny, too funny. Honestly, you guys rock it. Oh, that's a good cup of tea. You need a good cup of tea in this job, I tell you. Everybody seems to have overcome themselves now with the emotions. Everybody's getting ready just to see the end of the night, the end of the event. Mateta's doing his YouTube bit. Palace fans smiling. They probably expected to be. And Vallecano, to be honest, probably expected to lose it. But it wasn't as straightforward. And it should have been a higher score. But it was not at all. Was it? No, senor. No, at all. Just let me clear a few screens off here, guys. Get my life simplified. Simplify. While we're waiting for the trophy, thank you. La Gloria el Dios. The fans are still in the crowd as well. The fans are still in the crowd. Brilliant. They came, they saw, they played a battle. Vallecano did very well, but they didn't have it over 90 minutes. Some of the stats from the game today. Let's start with the victors, Crystal Palace, on the day. Goal scored by Juan Felipe Mateta on 50. That's the only goal of the game. Stats on the day. We're looking at the teams getting ready for the celebration of medals and trophy. Some little boys coming through forwards. Why is this young man being forward? Is he something special? Has he done something special? He's somebody's special kid. Is he somebody special from somewhere? He'll have a fantastic time. Buddy behind him needs to get a jacket that fits that body. But yeah, little kid will remember this for the rest of his life. What a thrill for this kid, eh? Whoever he is, whoever he be, he's having a fantastic time. Let's hope the person in the crowd that was literally having a tough time health-wise, let's hope they're fine. There's the trophy. I've got to tell you, it's a nice-looking trophy. I think this Conference League trophy is every bit as good as the Europa League trophy. And quite frankly, the Champions League trophy, for me, over time, has become somewhat dull. Dull. Beautiful trophy. UEFA Conference League trophy 2025-2026. And the medals will be presented very soon. The guard of honor. Palace putting on the guard of honor for Rayo Vallecano. And the referees are going through. Stats on the day. 7 shots by Crystal Palace, 2 on target. Possession 41%. Passes 284. Pass accuracy, not very good. 78% only. Yellow cards, 3. Red cards, none. Offsides, 1. And corners, 4. Look at that little kid. He's getting all the attention now. That little kid, I think the referee should give him a whistle or something, or give him the yellow cards, or give him something. Don't let this kid stand there and not get a present. Let this kid get some presents. These robots handing the medals out, they're not looking, they're just going through the motions. They don't care. But someone should give something to that little kid. Just saying. If I was on the scene, I'd make that happen. That's the kind of guy I am. And I'll tell you what, I was doing a match in a stadium once, and at halftime, quickly, I got all the kids from the stands onto the field to play soccer in the halftime. No one ever did that before in a stadium. I did. I was the LOC of that stadium. And I announced, hey, you kids, you want to come down and kick a soccer ball? Come down here right now. Next 15 minutes, you can be on the field with me and other guys. And you can kick the ball around. You can do what you want. You can kick it from the field into the crowd. You can go nuts for 15 minutes. Get down here. The field was swarmed with kids and parents. They'd never seen anything like it. And that's what you do with kids at football, at soccer. Vallecano getting their losers' medals. You might say runner-up. I say loser. They don't want those losers' medals. You will see after the fact that some of them will take their medals off their necks. They don't want to wear a loser's medal. I've been in finals. You've been in finals. I've won finals. I've scored in finals. It's euphoric. Absolutely euphoric. But you don't want a loser's medal. It just doesn't fit right. Doesn't sit right. Doesn't feel good. But credit to Vallecano for their efforts and the way they adopted a professional attitude in this match. They can feel proud, even though they came up second best. The little kid gets a handshake. Everybody's shaking the little kid's hand. There you go, another handshake to the little kid. The players would sooner shake that kid's hand than any of the suits. Because that little kid might be a player one day. And Batalla, who made the big mistake, coughing up the parada, bad save, and Mateta slapping it in there. And they're still crying in the crowd. It means so much. They're still crying on the field. They can't contain themselves. That's raw emotion. Raw emotion. They didn't have the luck of the day. Here comes Glasner. That's very funny. That's very funny. That is very funny. Glasner doing the surf, getting his congratulations. There's a Infantino lookalike. Thank the Lord it's not Infantino. I cannot stand that guy. Ruining football by the day. Horrible piece of work, Infantino. And he tries to think he's a politician, tries to get Palestine to handshake with Israel. Who ever thought that was a good idea? Palace getting ready. Glasner's job is done. His job is complete. He doesn't need to do anything else but find another club. Wharton leading the troops through. Shaking the kid's hand. Getting a medal. Winner. Another winner's medal going up. And the robotic machine passing his hand back for another medal. He's just doing a job. But the winners coming through. Johnson there, getting the medal right now. Didn't play a kick in the game. Gets a lovely, shiny gold medal. Munez coming up. Now, receiving the medal. Now, played a great game. Absolutely on fire. Rich is also decent. Another couple of players that didn't do anything in the match whatsoever coming through. Still a whole host of guys coming through. But again, that trophy that you're looking at, I think that's one of the nicest trophies in European football, period. I love the look of it. And again, it's similar to the Europa League final trophy, but I think it just outdoes it a little bit. It's got a little bit more panache to it. Chunzo, Doctor, I've caught the flu. Kevin, think of football as the golf, the least amount of points wins. So Wednesday actually won the league. The table is backwards. That would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. Dean Anderson coming up, last man in, goalkeeper, on his way to the World Cup with England as well. Decent keeper. He's either hot or not. And when he's hot, he's on. And there we go, taking the trophy. Captain goalkeeper in front of the crowd. They're getting ready for it to go. 1, 2, 3. La Gloria el Dios. There you go. Trophy in the air, Crystal Palace. Doing that for me big brother in Australia. There you go, Marco. You've won another trophy, son. Mateta doing the African dance. Wharton in the background. Wharton played a decent game. The ticker tape, goal ticker tape. Visions and memory of Argentina 1978. This is gold ticker tape. That was white ticker tape. But that ticker tape opened the eyes for this to come through. Beautiful scenes. Beautiful scenes in Leipzig. 2026. The winners are Crystal Palace. They played a decent game. They didn't have much to do. They really did subdue Vallecano all through the match. Vallecano's stats as you're watching: shots on goal, 2 more than Palace on 9, 1 shot on target, 59% possession. They had the possession, 59% possession, 423 passes to 284 for Palace. They had the possession. They just did nothing with it. They didn't overcook the move. They didn't overplay it. They didn't overpass it. They just had no space to maneuver within, and Palace literally blocked all the passing lanes, won the first and the second balls, and denied Vallecano really any leverage or footage into the match. It was an impressive demonstration of dominate your day without looking that great. The simple things in defence were what won this one for Palace. But again, Vallecano fans looking at their team going by, trophyless, supporting, and now the Palace fans, yay, up and down with the trophy. But again, look at that trophy. It's a lovely looking trophy and bottomless. You can put your hand underneath it. Bottomless trophy. It's a tube. It's a wonderful trophy. I love that trophy. I think it's very pretty. And it's Crystal Palace's to keep. Kevin Babs, what is everyone's favourite football trophy as in looks, wise and design? Mine is the DFB Pokal. Oh, yeah, DFB Pokal. German Cup Final. Cup. DFB Pokal. That is a nice one. I got to see that when I was in Germany. I did. And I was in Berlin for one of those games many years ago. I was. Another guy that never kicked a ball in the final, bringing the trophy, Will Hughes, Blondie, bleach blonde. Small, diminutive, but plays a big match when he's on. Sarr with the ball, Senegalese. Wharton taking his turn. And they're all going to get into it. No one's leaving. I'll tell you what, that's the big thing. There's the eagle in the crowd. Next is Duracell matey. Just enjoy those scenes. So for us here at the channel, the next time we get to see each other is going to be the Republic of Ireland game. But before that, I'm going to release, probably June 3rd, my video of my experience and travels to Edmonton, round trip 1100 Ks, round trip to Edmonton for the Canada and Uzbekistan international match. After that, the next day after that, I've got another watch-along coming for England fans. It's England taking on New Zealand. Maybe Liberato Cacace will be playing for New Zealand. Wrexham fame. Let's see what happens. But for now, that is it. Palace are the winners. They'll start next season. Looking now for a new coach. Will they pick up a big coach? Great scenes. When I was looking and watching Crystal Palace back in the late 70s, early 80s, this was something that was not a reality. Crystal Palace were an average second division club. They were not a top club in the first division or a top club in the Premier League. They're still not a top club in the Premier League. But this kind of party, this kind of final was not reality for Palace back in the day. Mateta wants you to film him. Film Mateta. There you go. 2. One more. Oh, it should be 3. Should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it's becoming a little bit repetitive and people slowly going to go about their business and enjoy their day. But again, Palace looking for a new coach. Will it come sooner? Will it come later? Who knows? Who knows? Crown Green Bowls. That's another great game. I've done that. Love that. I play it in the league. You do you? Film it. Film it. There's another strange Palace shirt. That's just a retro design. And again, Cagnotte. With a New York hat on. Wearing a Crystal Palace shirt. What the hell's that all about? If I was the club, I would not allow that to happen. You're in this club. Wear club gear. Only on the field. You're advertising the club, not New York. Nothing wrong with New York. I love New York. Before anybody comes down on me. But you should only be wearing Palace apparel. A lot of ladies in the crowd tonight, and that's a good thing to see, yeah? When I was watching games, when you were watching games when we were kids, there was not many ladies that go to the ground. They didn't like to go to the ground. It wasn't safe. It wasn't a happy place. There was that hooliganism going on back in the day. Not anymore. Thank the Lord. But again, it is done 1-0 on the day. You can see more stats there on your screens right now. I've given you the screens already. Rubber boot bank. Glasner will go to AC Milan. Yes, there is the rumour, hey? And on the back of this one, well, let's face it, AC Milan, right across the board, cleared out the head shed, the coaching shed. They cleared them all out. Get out of here. Failing season, didn't get Milan into the European Champions League. You got to go. So Rubber boot bank, yes. Glasner to AC Milan, that would be a good fit. I think he does good things there. I do. Kevin Baggs, no thunder over here on the East Coast. Good man. Good man. Good man. But yes, Palace have got to rebuild. Who's coming in? We'll have to wait and see. But for now, guys, we've seen it. We've looked at it. We've watched it. We've enjoyed it. I'm glad you was in the chat one more time. I really am, because I love seeing you. The comments you make are brilliant. That's the last Euro final I'm going to do this season. Like I say, the next match, Canada taking on Republic of Ireland. Then after that, it's England taking on New Zealand. The 5th and the 6th of June. 2 live watch-alongs. Please join me with that one. And a video coming before that is when I go to Edmonton, round trip. Canada taking on Uzbekistan. World Cup friendly warm-up. It's called the Send-Off Series. It's called the Send-Off Series. I think they could have come up with a better name. Where are you sending us off to? If we were going somewhere, it's called a Send-Off season. The World Cup's happening in Canada, so we're not going anywhere. Where are you sending us to? It should have been the lead-in series. Or something like, we're going to the World Cup series, whatever. But send-off, I don't know. Sometimes I ask myself, and I'm not being rude, sometimes I ask myself who runs the promotions in Canada soccer, if they are actually a soccer-minded person. Not a slant, it's an observation. Because some of their promotions seem more hockey-themed than soccer. Just saying. Just saying. Always rains when I go to Wales. No thunder over the East Coast. Chunzo, Wrexham, it is. Agree to your words, my friend. Nice one. Nice one, Rubber Boot. Rubber Boot Bank. That's a pretty cool handle. Kevin Babs, always rains when I go to Wales. It always rained when I went from North Wales to South Wales. And when I stayed in the mountains doing my job for a couple of days at a time in South Wales, up at the Brecon Beacons, it would either rain, snow, hail, or the sun would shine once in a while. But bitter up in the Brecons, the Brecon Beacons. Always rains when I go to Wales, he says. It's not too often. I think you get unlucky. Chunzo, maybe you're a fair weather sunshine kid, but It rains in Wales, man. It rains in Wales. You know that. It does. The best weather I ever had was probably in and around the area of Barmouth, Llandudno, in that area right on the coast. You know, not too far away from the Denbigh area, not too far away from Wrexham, but on the coast there. Used to go there a lot. And Kevin says it seems to every time I go hiking there. Yeah. And the rain there can get right to your skin. It really can. But guys, enjoy your evenings. I hope you've had a great time. I have too. I really have. I always enjoy this. I thank you from here. Next show, I will be wearing a different shirt. And the show after that, I'll be wearing a different shirt again. And the shirts will continue to come along. This is the first time I've worn this shirt in decades. I have a lot. Let's see what I wear next time. And that other shirt I had, it's even tighter. So this is a nice fit. But the other shirt was a tight fit. And what I'm going to say will make you laugh or make you scream. But these shirts back in the day, I'm sure you know there was one problem with all these shirts. Kevin, and all you lads, Leonardo, do you remember what these old shirts used to stink like after about 10 minutes? That we always used to put T-shirts underneath them because we'd stink so bad. And then you're in the crowd and there's other fellas wearing these sweatshirts because they made you sweat, and everybody's stinking, and you could smell that same smell off these shirts all the time. Well, I'm glad to report I'm not stinking right now. I'm going to take it off pretty soon. It's going to get a wash and then it's going to get stored away. But these shirts, this material, used to make you stink. I'm not stinking. I'm just saying. Just looking at the chat, guys. One more sec. I am der Kaiser. Hey, I am der Kaiser. Ich bin der Kaiser. I am der Kaiser. Congrats. That's a great handle. I am der Kaiser 38. I am the Kaiser 38. That's in German. Ich spreche Deutsch. But you know that. Kevin Babs, best weather I've seen there was on my holiday in Twin, yeah. Yes. But I will say this. No matter what the weather was in Brecon and how nasty it was, I was geared up. Backpack on my back, Bergen, all my gear, and I used to eat it up. The bad weather, mate, I'd get in the trees, bunker down, get out the wind, build a little hole, make a little fire, have a brew. Tea time, baby, back then existed too. And slowly get warm. But you would never get dry. I remember up in the Brecons for days on end, sleeping, wringing wet, frozen cold. There's nowhere to go. You can't get out of it. You just got to master it. So yes, Kevin, it seemed to rain every time I go hiking there. Absolutely. Best weather I've seen there was on my holiday. Leonardo, 85, yeah. Leonardo really stank, yeah. Yeah, you remember that, yeah? So Brazil shirts, just like England shirts, stunk like shit, yeah? And I remember you start your day and you're thinking, I know I'm going to stink. And eventually all guys used to wear T-shirts underneath just to stop the smell. Nowadays, you don't have that problem because they've got silver in the shirts and all sorts of things to stop it, migrating all the bacteria under your arm or wherever it was. But yes, the changes in football are amazing, aren't they? Eh? They are. So, shutting it down, Palace win a trophy, Vallecano go home, all the fans are crying, tears of joy, tears of sadness. You've had the stats go through, you watched the game again. I see all the magic in the chat, which I've put over there right now. The chat was brilliant all the way, again, as it always is. So I thank everybody. I really thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, get in this channel, stay with us. The World Cup is moving closer and closer every day. Next up, Canada, Republic of Ireland. On the 5th of June, 6th of June, England, New Zealand. Those are the next two times I want to see you coming here and bring the brilliance. And we will be dressing up for those games again. We'll be wearing the home team shirts, not the away teams. That gives you a clue. But we definitely will be wearing more shirts. And I've got more to come. On the day, Palace won, Vallecano 0. Palace didn't thunder through Vallecano. They just eased past the the finish line. But they got the goal, and Augusto Batalla, the keeper for Rayo Vallecano, will never forget parrying the ball back into the mixer in front of the 6-yard box for Mateta to have the easiest scoring chance of the season to tap it in, and not just to win 3 points in a league match, but to win a European trophy. Batalla should have hung on to it like an old keeper from olden days. Go down, smother it, keep the ball, but don't push it back in the mixer. It's suicide, and Vallecano lost a final through a suicidal play by the keeper. Kevin Babs, thanks Stevie. Bye everybody. Thank you, Kevin. Have a great night, mate. Chin chin. See you again. Everybody else, get on your way. Get back to bed if you're there. Get up in the morning if you're going to work. Have a nice afternoon lunch or whatever you're doing. Enjoy your day. Come back June 5th. And before that, like I say, there's a video coming when I go on a road trip, to go see Canada taking on Uzbekistan.